Yes, Jashi, go ahead.
Yes, so I'm so happy to be here, and I have a few friends from one from Paraguay, Matthias Duck, and
Oh,
Amar from Nepal,
ah,
and then a couple of other friends who are from India. So I'm very happy to have these two people join in.
wonderful,
And
wonderful.
Captain Shantanu is an army veteran, and many others I've
Right.
invited. So happy to have them. For like for me, it's like what I'm in the presence of is the generosity of the human spirit. There is so many people who are in the charity mode right now. It's
Hmm.
all about there are many people who are all about collecting some opportunity and providing some opportunity and giving it away, and giving away a part of themselves. And for me, that looks like an exciting possibility, not just when there is coronavirus, but
Yeah.
for an ongoing way of being. So I'm
Yes.
really excited to be here with you and to explore what it would look like if humanity was all about like that kind of contribution without
Brilliant.
experiencing a loss. you know
Brilliant. Brilliant.
yeah,
Thanks.
that's yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you. And what's the time in Paraguay at the moment?
Um, in Paraguay right now, it's 10:30 almost in the
10:30 at
morning.
night. In the morning. All right.
In the
All right.
morning, in the morning, yes. You guys tell us if this is going to be a good day.
Well, I should hope so. Very good. It's good to have you.
Can I say something briefly?
Absolutely.
I've noticed that, I mean, there are exceptions, but I've noticed a lot of people that are, and it's as if this situation is showing us that we're all in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
So people are like, because even if you would have a lot of money, I mean, you still have to somehow interact with the outside world, even if to get food, and so you're still exposed.
Yes.
Everyone. So we need to tack. I noticed that people are saying, and even if you would manage, we're a small country, if you would manage to tackle this issue in your own country or in a region, like you depend on other
Yes.
regions. So we have to work on this all together.
Yes.
There's and I've going back to what Jayshri said, we are together in a group that is interestingly very similar to the name that you have. We call ourselves Global Leprosy Champions because we're all people who have
Right.
experienced the disease ourselves, and we've seen there are people that are extremely vulnerable in this situation, but on the other hand, we have seen so much empowerment, so much generosity, so much solidarity, people mobilizing. It's amazing. So, and this is happening very locally, and then it's happening globally also. So, it's amazing.
That's great, Matthias. Thank you very much. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being on the call. Shantanu, you don't need to raise your hand. Just speak.
Hey, hi. Good evening, good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
So thanks, Jayashri, for inviting me over. I had a conflict, but since it was Jayashri, I said, let me try to reschedule this so that I can attend this session. So, I've been hearing you, and ironically, I have been in conflicts and ops across during my army tenure, which was about 20 years back, in operations in conflict zones, and been part of certain operations in Africa, and while the Chennai floods happened, crisis situations. So in a sense, we knew the enemy. Here, we do not know the enemy. It's an unknown.
Right.
It's an unknown, as I put
Right.
it. And specifically in a VUCA world, that's one of the most difficult things. My question is a little bit different, and I don't know, and I don't want anybody to be judgmental on it, but because it's humans, I don't want to say it. So I have been like 20 plus years in the corporate sector. Before that, hardcore in the operations in the army. And my space has been in the digital eco world. I have been working remotely for the last 9 years across geographies. What I feel is that what this gentleman just said, both the sides of the coin have the empathy map quite similar today. My client is as disturbed as the customer and anybody else. So the problem. It's no longer an isolated bushfire in Australia versus a flood in Chennai versus a crisis in China. It is a common empathy map that draws across the spectrum of people that is talking. However, and this is my personal observation, uh, where do you feel the line should be drawn between ethical decision making when both the options seems ethical?
That's an eternal ethical dilemma, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't think I
you.
would take on answering that question. I think it's to each their own. I think
Okay.
you just have to be responsible for the choices you make, right? Whatever choice you make.
Okay.
Okay. All right, great. Very good. Thank you very much.